Japan has a secret. And it has nothing to do with sushi, meditation retreats, or expensive supplements. Right now, in the quiet parks of Kyoto, in the small kitchens of Okinawa, and along the slow morning streets of Tokyo, elderly men and women in their 80s, 90s, and yes, even their 100s, are moving. Not lifting heavy weights. Not running marathons. Just moving. Quietly. Purposefully. Daily. And when researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford University studied these individuals, many of them still sharp, mobile, and fully independent, they expected to find secrets in their diet or genetics. What they found instead surprised everyone. It wasn't what they ate. It wasn't their DNA. It was 6 simple daily movements, so subtle, so ordinary, that Western medicine had dismissed them for decades. Until brain scans, balance studies, and joint imaging told a very different story. If you're over 50 and you've noticed stiffness creeping into your mornings, slower reflexes, or a mind that doesn't feel as sharp as it used to, then stay with me. Because what you're about to discover could genuinely change the way you age. Movement number 6. Sampo, the art of slow walking. Let's begin with something you already do every day, but probably not like this. What is Sampo? Sampo, pronounced Sampo, is a Japanese form of mindful walking practiced by elders every single morning. It's not power walking. It's not a workout. It's the opposite. You walk at half your normal pace. Heels rolling gently to toes. Eyes soft. Breath intentional. The breathing pattern is just as important as the steps. Inhale for 2 steps. Hold for 2 steps. Exhale for 4 steps. Repeat. That's it. But here's why it matters. Why it works. When you walk slowly with controlled breathing, something remarkable happens. Your cardiovascular and nervous systems begin to synchronize. Blood pressure drops. Brain clarity improves. And deep stabilizer muscles in your feet and legs, muscles that barely fire during normal walking, suddenly wake up. Slow walking forces all 33 joints in each foot to fully engage. That sends neurological signals to your brain, specifically to the regions responsible for balance, the very regions that start fading after 50. This is how the Japanese tune their bodies and brains before the world wakes up. And you can start tomorrow morning. Movement number 5. Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., something unusual happens across Japan. A soft piano melody plays on national radio. And millions of people, schoolchildren, office workers, factory staff, and grandparents, all stop what they're doing and begin moving together. This is Radio Taiso. And it's been part of Japanese culture since 1928. What is Radio Taiso? Radio Taiso is a flowing 3-minute routine of 13 gentle, rhythmic movements. Arm circles. Side bends. Soft knee lifts. Shoulder rolls. All done gracefully, almost like Tai Chi with music. No planks. No burpees. No sweating. Just continuous, full body movement that flows from one motion to the next. Why it works. After the stillness of sleep, your joints need lubrication. They need synovial fluid, the body's natural joint oil, to flow back into the cartilage. Radio Taiso does exactly that. It stimulates synovial fluid in every major joint, reducing morning stiffness and protecting against long-term cartilage damage. And the routine is only 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. You can do it in your pajamas. In your kitchen. Barefoot on the floor. Movement number 4. Deep squat rest, the lost human posture. Walk through a park in Tokyo and you'll see something that might stop you in your tracks. Men and women in their 70s and 80s. Resting comfortably in a full, deep squat. Heels flat on the ground. Back straight. Completely at ease. Now ask yourself, could you do that right now? For most Westerners over 50, the answer is no. And it's not a flexibility problem. It's a chair problem. What chairs stole from us? Humans sat on the floor and squatted for thousands of years. Then came chairs. And slowly, we lost the posture our bodies were designed for. In Japan, squatting and floor-sitting aren't exercises. They're just life. And that's exactly why they work, because they happen continuously, naturally, every day. Why it works. A full deep squat opens the hips through their complete range of motion. It decompresses the lower spine. It strengthens the pelvic floor, which controls bladder function. And it keeps ankles mobile and knee cartilage nourished. This isn't just a stretch. It's your body remembering how it was designed to rest. Once you recover this posture, you'll never want to sit the same way again. Movement number 3. Single leg standing, balance that builds the brain. In Japan, doctors don't always reach for the prescription pad when treating age-related decline. Sometimes they simply say, stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. It sounds almost too simple to be real. But the research behind it is extraordinary. What happens in your body? When you lift 1 foot off the ground, your body makes hundreds of microadjustments every single second. Your core engages. Your ankles stabilize. Your hips activate. Your inner ear recalibrates. And your brain. It lights up like a dashboard. The neurological demand of single-leg balance drives new neural connections, protecting against cognitive decline and rebuilding the gray matter that aging erodes. How to start safely. Stand near a wall or kitchen counter. Lift 1 foot just 1 to 2 inches off the ground. Fix your gaze on a point ahead. Breathe normally. Start with 20 to 30 seconds per leg. Too easy. Try closing your eyes, or stand on a folded towel for added instability. Movement number 2. Floor transitions, your daily longevity test. In Japan, the floor is not something you avoid. It's where you eat, where you drink tea, where you watch the evening news, where you fold laundry and play with grandchildren. And that means Japanese elders go from standing to sitting on the floor, and back again, dozens of times every single day. This seemingly ordinary movement may be one of the most powerful longevity tests that exists. The longevity test. Researchers call it the sitting-rising test. It's brutally simple. Can you lower yourself to the floor and rise back up, without using your hands, knees, or forearms for support? Why it's so powerful. Floor transitions aren't just physical. They are neurological. Every time you lower to the ground and rise back up, your brain coordinates balance, spatial awareness, core stability, and motor planning, simultaneously. These are precisely the functions that decay silently after 50. But here's the remarkable thing. If you practice these transitions regularly, you can reverse that decay. How to begin. Start on carpet or a yoga mat. Use a low chair or stool for support. Simply practice lowering into a kneeling position and rising back up. Even 2 to 3 transitions a day builds meaningful strength over time. Movement number 1. Towel twist, the 2-minute movement that rewires your body. And now we arrive at the movement most credited by Japanese centenarians as their single greatest longevity secret. It requires nothing but a towel and 2 minutes of your time. And the science behind it is unlike anything you'd expect from something so simple. What is the towel twist? Known in Japan as Tenugui Hibiki, meaning towel resonance, this is a traditional morning practice still performed by many elders well into their 90s. Here's how it's done. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart. Hold a towel at shoulder height with arms fully extended. Pull outward gently, as if trying to tear the towel apart. This creates continuous tension through both arms. Now, while maintaining that outward pull, slowly rotate your torso to one side. Hips stay forward. Hold for 3 full seconds. Return to center. Rotate to the other side. Repeat. Why it works. That outward tension in the towel is the key. It activates deep stabilizer muscles along the spine, shoulders, and core, muscles that barely engage in conventional exercise. Simultaneously, the twisting motion mobilizes the thoracic spine, the most movement-restricted area of the body in most adults over 50. Stiffness here affects breathing, posture, and even cardiac function. But the most surprising benefit is neurological. Safety first. Before we close, a word about starting safely. These movements are gentle by design. But every body is different. If you have joint pain, a recent injury, or haven't moved much in a while, that's completely okay. You're not behind. You're just beginning, and that matters enormously. A few guidelines to protect you. Always practice standing movements near a wall or stable surface. 4 deep squats and floor transitions. Use cushions and support until your body adapts. Start with 20 to 30 seconds and build gradually. And please, talk to your doctor or physical therapist if you have specific health concerns. Pain is not progress. Consistency is. You don't need to move to Japan to age like the Japanese. You just need to move, with purpose, with presence, and with patience. 6 movements. Less than 15 minutes a day. No equipment. No gym. Just you, your body, and a commitment to living well. The Japanese elders who inspired this video aren't trying to live forever. They're trying to live fully, clear-headed, mobile, and independent, for as long as life allows. And that choice? It starts today. With one movement. 1 minute. One decision. Which of these 6 movements are you going to try first? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one. If this helped you, please share it with someone you love over 50. You might just change their life. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.